Put my pretty flowers. My pretty flowers. Make sure that candle's not so close. Hello, Miss Rhonda. How are you? Hello, Miss Charlotte. How are you? I got 4 people in the room. Don't forget to stop by and give a thumbs up. How is everybody tonight? I've never done a live landscape, so let me know how that looks. Hello, Janice. Another North Carolina. I got a lot of subscribers from North Carolina. Aren't these pretty? I bought these today for myself because I can. They're so pretty. Still recovering from, yeah, that's right. I hope you're feeling okay. Just turned on YouTube and you popped up. I am so glad they put me in the algorithm, some kind of rhythm. Aw, so sorry. I know that was one of the bad things about posting a vlog and posting a live, but hello from Costa Rica. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Hola. Let's see, from Costa Rica. Good. I'm glad you feel good. Hi, Regina. How are you? Okay, so I'm getting a lot of questions. I want to give people just a few more minutes to get on. I'm getting a lot of questions about what do I think is the most instrumental change that I have noticed since I took the master class and started following Dr. Westman's phase 1 and of his book End Your Carb Confusion. I've made a few changes. I've made some changes emotionally, I've made some changes dietarily, and I've made some changes nutritionally. But I'm gonna give it a few more minutes because I've had people tell me they don't get notifications when I'm live, but I did tell them I was going live, so hopefully. Buenos tardes. Pennsylvania. I've been to Pennsylvania. I've been to Butler, PA. Oh, I also went to Brandywine. Does that sound right? It's over there. It's over closer to Delaware. Brandywine State Park. Is that in PA? You may not know. I mean, it's a big state. That's like when people ask me, do you know where this is in Florida? And I'm like, I've lived here my whole life, never heard of that place, you know? I don't know. Okay. Christina, you got a notification. Good, good. So I want you guys to think about questions that you might have for me about phase 1. And I would like to do this in a format where I can kind of complete a thought. All right, so let's get started. I want to thank all of you for being here, first of all. For those of you who are popping in just because you see the live video and the pretty lady with the flowers and you're like, what's going on here? I'm Melanie, and I am 51 years old, and I am trying my best to undo years and years of eating disorders and obesity and type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, And I'm doing it all with no hormones because I'm postmenopausal, no gallbladder because I had that out when I was like 24 or 25, a hysterectomy, and a history of PCOS. So when people, and pacemaker. So when people tell me I have a hard time losing weight, I'm listening. Okay, so I am the queen of the turtles. But I vlog every single day to prove to you guys that you can do this. So let's start emotionally. Emotionally, I have been set free of my macro calculator. Why have I been set free of my macro calculator? Because I have learned from experience now that by sticking to the foods list on phase 1, that my hunger has decreased incredibly. I have found that by not trying to force myself to meet a fat macro, that I'm not overeating. I have found myself, by not following macros, the only macro I count is total carbs. No hocus pocus, no stand on your head and subtract this sugar, and if it's this particular fiber from this tree found in Zimbabwe, then you get to subtract another point, and if it's a sunny day with relative low humidity, you get to subtract another sugar. Let's face reality. There's a lot of people out there that can do keto, and they can stay in a state of ketosis at 30 total carbs, at 40 total carbs, and I've even seen them do it at 35, 37 total carbs, So Dr. Westman doesn't believe that there is enough sound science about the impact of sugar, alcohols, and fiber on the human body and what it does to insulin and everything else. So Dr. Westman comes to that theory because all of his patients, by the time that they see him, are at their last rope. They're like, I have nothing. I can't try anything else. He calls himself, Dr. Westman, calls himself the doctor of last resort. And the reason he's so strict about the 20 total carbohydrates is because time and time and time and time and time again, patient after patient, for the last, I think, 17, 18 years that he's been seeing obese patients, 20 total carbs works. Will there be people that have to stay on this the rest of their life? No. Does everybody need keto? Absolutely not. Do I need it? Yes. Because I had already done such serious metabolic damage to my body that at my age, I might be able to sneak in one or two things now and then, but mentally, it becomes a different challenge. So we go from nutritional to food addiction and to having a former life as a binge eater and having a very ugly past with punishing myself and depriving myself of and with food. And so for me, that one cookie every once in a while on a special occasion does more damage here than it could ever do to me metabolically. But let's stay focused. So macros. I am so glad I put away that carbohydrate calculator. I am so happy that I put away those fat macros. Number one, your body does need and requires a certain amount of fat every single day. you have to have a certain amount of fat to stay healthy, right? But this whole keto noise about adding fat to fat and adding butter to steak and adding, you've got to have bulletproof coffees and you don't need all of that. Because fat on its own, the fat from the steak has very little nutritive value. However, the fat does help you absorb fat-soluble vitamins. But the original introduction of the ketogenic diet, which is written in End Your Carb Confusion, was created and found for severe epileptics. And I gotta be honest with you, now that I'm looking at it from a different perspective, until I learn more information that could possibly steer me another direction, I don't want to be trapped in this keto box the rest of my life, Amy Berger, To It Nutrition, has a wonderful video about this. It's called, placing all your identity in the word keto. You guys know I have that on my name of the channel because that gets people that are doing keto to watch my channel. But I've never really been a teaching channel. I've been more of a support channel. I've been more of a, hey, you know what? Sometimes some of us suck at weight loss channel, but watch me try to do it anyway. Watch me fail a million times and keep getting up, So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of science out there. There's a lot of noise out there. But when you strip keto down to the basics, being in a state of ketosis, you are living ketogenically. Being in a state of ketosis and your body being able to switch from glucose to ketones for fuel means that you are in ketosis, means that you are eating ketogenically. It's not some magic 75% fat that makes you keto. If you are in a state of ketosis and your body is burning ketones for fuel, you, my friend, are ketosis. You might be able to do it at 75 total carbs. You might be able to do it at 50 carbs. You might be able to do it at 40 carbs. But I'm not tracking macros. Total carbs, that's it, period. I eat when I'm hungry. I stop eating when I'm full, period. So the very first thing that I can tell you, and the biggest reward, is the freedom that I feel knowing that I've lost 6.6 pounds since January 1st. Now, granted, half of that was probably water weight, but I have lost 6.6 pounds since January. I have shrunk almost an entire size, as you'll watch me in my vlog today get into a smaller size pair of jeans, a pair of 10. Now I look absolutely disgusting in those jeans because every ounce of fat of my body is being pushed up and bellowing over my waistband. So I would never wear them in public. I would never let anyone see me walking around with a big chunk of fat hanging out. But I got into a size 10 today. So does it matter what my macros are? I'm healthy. I feel good. I have energy, Let me go look and see what the comments are. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Rosio. Denise, hello from Montana. Christina, Lorraine. Is wonderful. Don't you love the book, Lorraine? Isn't it amazing? It's like life altering. If you can clear your head of all of the hardcore keto rules, you gotta do it this way. Throw away the calculator. I'm just saying, throw away the calculator. That might come into play a little later down the road. So let's say right now I'm in weight loss. I can see the weight loss I can feel the weight loss. Everything's getting really big on me. My pants are fitting differently. Maybe it's not reflecting on the scale, but I am definitely 100% getting smaller, right? So I'm losing fat. There's going to come a point where I don't want to lose any more weight. I don't want to lose anymore. Like, I'm going to be at a weight where I'm going to be happy with where I'm at. I'm going to feel healthy. I'm going to feel good. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have to do some logging to kind of figure out where I'm at so that I don't gain weight. I will have to do some type of journaling because I can't just eat something and the next day get on the scale and go, oh, I can't eat that anymore, because we naturally, even if we're doing everything perfect, we can gain and lose a pound or two of water a day. So going by the scale is not an option for me anymore at this point. And so at some point, I'm going to have to do some tracking to figure out where my maintenance is. I have written down in a journal on probably a dozen occasions since January 1st, like what I've eaten, and kind of done a rough calorie workup of it. And I got to be honest with you, naturally, just following my natural hunger, I have not once eaten over 2,000 calories, but most of the time my calories are sitting somewhere between 1,500 and 1,700. That's just what my body. Now today was a little bit more because you saw the size of the ribeye. When you watch my video from today, you're going to see the size of that ribeye, and it had a lot of fat on it. So today was probably a higher calorie day. But right now, as we speak, I am sitting at 15,484 steps. 2.25 miles of that was purposeful exercise, so I've earned the extra. Okay, hi Brenda, hi, you're in my challenge too, and so is Michelle and Lee. Hi Lee, how are you doing? I'm just saying hello. Hi Lisa, how are you doing? Thank you very much. Oh, that steak was so good. That steak was so tender, so wonderful. I'm going to have one tomorrow, too. I'm going to have the smaller one tomorrow, though, because tomorrow's a rest day. So when I say that I'm not doing macros, I'm still paying attention. Like on a rest day, I don't want to go out there and just recklessly eat. I kind of pay very close attention to how much food I'm consuming, because I know that I'm probably not burning, as much. But I've got to be honest with you, I think the biggest change that has happened in my journey has been since I reduced my dairy. I am only consuming about 2.5 tablespoons of Keto super creamer, which is primarily whey protein, but it does have some cream in it. And then tonight I had 2 bites of cream cheese. It's the first dairy I've had all week. But I kind of wanted something. I was craving. I'm not depriving myself. So what I've been doing is, if I get a craving for dairy, I will make myself a cup of coffee, or I will say, you know what, I'm going to drink this Zevia. And after I'm done with the Zevia, if I still want the cheese, I'm going to allow myself a little ounce of cheese. But the goal is that 90% of my journey is dairy free, right? I've noticed a huge difference in my hunger level since I've taken dairy. I don't even know, I haven't done any research. I don't know if dairy sparks hunger, but one of the things that I've always complained about, and you guys that have been following me for a long time know this. You know that I've been complaining about I never got the effects that most people on keto get of the hunger going away. Since I've taken dairy out, the first week was rough, let me just tell you. Since I've taken dairy out and reduced dairy to an absolute minuscule amount, my hunger has improved incredibly. Also, let me tell you, now Dr. Westman he's not a proponent of testing your ketones and testing, he doesn't do any of that. But let me tell you, consistently, my ketones are at 1, 1.1, 1.4, and you guys know it's never been like that. Never been like that. The only issue I have come up against is that my blood sugar, sometime between 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the evening, if I'm fasted, is dropping. Only at that time. It's the only time I'm having trouble with low blood sugar. So I've started incorporating, because I was eating 2 meals a day. I've just started bringing an extra hard-boiled egg with me. And then sometime around 1:30, 2 o'clock, I eat the hard-boiled egg. And then my blood sugar seems to be fine. Seems to be fine. Okay. Hi, Anna. Noni B, hi. You caught me on the interview. Yes, that was a great interview. I forgot to shout my channel out though, so I'm very glad that you found me. Welcome to Ninja Nation. So, Rosio, have you noticed the same things I'm talking about with the hunger since you've taken dairy out? Hi, Kelly. How are you? Rhonda, hi. You know what? This and Diet Dr. Pepper are the only things that I can drink that don't make me crave sweets. It's expensive though. Okay. Regina, you cannot do what? You can't give up dairy? You can go longer. Yes! Isn't that weird? So I've definitely noticed a difference in inflammation. Like I don't seem to catch water weight. My weight seems to be a little bit more consistent. Like, I didn't weigh in but a couple times in the month of January, but since February, I've been weighing in every day, and I've noticed that since I've gone dairy free that my water weight doesn't fluctuate quite as much. I used to be able to weigh myself at night before I go to bed, and then I would be 2.5 to 3 pounds lighter the next day. Now it's like I'm only a pound or a pound and a half different. You've never thought about the hunger. Seems to be the only way you can get the scale to move. Yes. I really think that, okay, so if I go back to childhood, if I go back to my early 20s and 30s, I never drank milk because it gave me diarrhea. I mean, like, I don't know if that's an allergy, lactose intolerance, I don't know, but I've never been able to drink whole milk, ever. It makes me sick, makes me feel like I got a film of slime in my mouth. I've never been, but I like ice cream, and I love yogurt, and I love cheese, so I don't know what the deal is, but milk has always made me kind of nauseous and given me stomach problems. So I'm thinking maybe something in the dairy that my body just doesn't want. But anyway, I'm not saying I'm committed to cutting it out forever, but if I continue to feel okay, if, you know, maybe cheese becomes that every once in a while occasional treat, maybe cheese becomes that special occasion food that still keeps me in a state of ketosis, that still keeps the carbs low, but allows me to feel like I'm indulging, you know, maybe. But for right now, I have no desire to put it back in my life. I really don't. I don't know why your messages are being deleted, guys. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Rhonda. Oh my gosh. I know, I was so excited when I got in those jeans. I was so, like, you could see, that was like a real reaction. I have not tried those on since I was at Old Navy in the fitting room. And when I put those on, that's why I'm talking to you like I'm never going to get them buttoned. And when they buttoned, I was like, oh, let's zip them up. I almost cried, guys. That's why I didn't delete. I left that there. I wanted you to see that raw reaction. It was crazy. If y'all could do me a favor, I have 24 of you in the room, 12 thumbs up, and you will help my channel grow, help me make a little extra money on the side so that I can do fun giveaways and I can do contests like I'm doing this February. So everybody tell me how you're doing in the February challenge, even though I've got right here, sorry. This is everybody in the contest. And then I put little hash marks every time you comment on a new video. When you comment on a new video, I put a little hash mark. And then that way, at the end of the month, all I got to do is photocopy this, make copies, scan it, make copies, instead of trying to write out 28 tickets for one person. I can just make 28 copies of this, and then I know right here how many entries you have. So it's a little bit of a waste of paper, but it's the easiest way I can think to do it. They are self-retracting boo-boos. Huh, I have no idea. They're magical. They're magically delicious. So, I just got to tell you that I see a lot of keto YouTubers that are trying new things, and I don't want to be caught in the keto box. I don't want to be trapped in that box. Just like any other diet community, any other nutrition community, there are people that are absolutely militant about the journey. And if they see you do just one thing off of what your thing is, they're ready to call you out on it. And I thought about changing the name of my channel, but there's part of me that's afraid to, because when I put the name Keto in my channel name, my channel started growing exponentially. So I'm kind of worried if I take it out. I mean, I'm still doing keto, but what I want to do with my channel is I want to do more DIY projects. I want to do painting. But I have some people that are downright rude. If I travel too far away from the keto sphere, they will let me know. They will let me know that I haven't talked about keto in 5 minutes. And I'm a keto channel, and they will let me know that. And so I'm kind of, part of me just wants to keep the name and then just let you guys know, hey, I'm getting ready to do different stuff. I'll try my best to title my videos the best I can so you know what's up. If I want to play ukulele, if I want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll be playing a lot of ukulele here, though, because as soon as I play a song, they're going to copyright me, which means I can't monetize my video, which means I can't make any money on my video, which kind of sucks. So there's that. Oh, okay. Autocorrect. Oh my gosh, Lee, I'm so sorry. Losing a pet is horrible. It took me 15 years to get another dog after I lost my Pomeranian, because my heart was so broken. I was devastated. And the pain of losing her made me never want to get another dog. And now I have 3. And I'll be devastated again when they go. But, I think now that I'm older and I understand that this is just kind of the process of life. I mean, we're all going to be there one day. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Is it too late to join? Thank you, Amanda. No, it's not too late to join. As a matter of fact, I have a playlist on my channel called February Fitness Challenge. You can go back and you can watch the videos. And basically what the challenge is, and thank you so much for the super chat, that definitely helps my channel. So basically what you're doing is we're doing the challenge by the week. So we just finished week 1, but if you want to get in on week 2, I'm having a contest and I'm giving away prizes at the end. I'm going to draw 4 lucky winners. So basically what you're going to do is on Monday, you're going to set a goal. Say your goal is doing 20 sit-ups, or your goal is walking a mile, or your goal is running a mile. The next time you do that exercise, you have to do it faster, further, or fiercer. So let's say that your goal is walking 1 mile. Well, the next time you go out and walk that week, you walk with arm weights, 1 pound arm weights. That makes you fiercer. Next time you do the walk, you go out and walk it faster. That makes you faster. The next time you go out and walk, you make it further. But when you make whatever you're doing further, that's your new starting goal for the next week. So I ended today with 2.25 miles, 2.25 miles. So that means that on Monday, tomorrow's a rest day for me. On Monday, I start with 2.25 miles, and then I do faster, further, fiercer, and then I have a new goal on week 3. Basically, at the end of the month, for every video, you're allowed 1 comment telling me you have to be subscribed, you have to be participating in the challenge, and you have to be telling me what you're doing in the challenge to get an entry into the prize. And I will be giving away 4 $25 Visa gift cards. So I don't know that they're going to be Visa. They might be MasterCard. I'm just saying I'm going to be giving away 4 $25 gift cards. And I will be sending those to you in the mail after the prize drawing. So that is the contest. If you want to join the contest, it's not too late. Of course, you can't go back and do week 1. We've already done week 1, but you can pick up on week 2 and still, you still have a chance to get 21 entries into the contest and 21 days to be amazing. So thank you so much for the super chat. You don't mind seeing the extra stuff? Thank you, Anna. Thank you, is it Noni? Yeah, Noni B. Thank you, Noni B. Yeah, I am a creative being, and I think I trapped myself in a box to where I wanted to be like I think I'm a respected keto personality. I think I'm a respected keto creator. Like, my cooking is legit, guys. I can bust out a keto meal, right? So I bring that to the table, to the keto community. I am a cleaner keto YouTuber, so for those that can't have all the extra ingredients, they can look to my channel for support, kind of to feel like they're in it with somebody else. I am an older 51-year-old postmenopausal keto YouTuber, which puts me kind of in a different classification because you can relate to a 30-year-old, but that 30-year-old still has a freaking metabolism and some estrogen left, right? Come back when you're growing a goatee and talk to me about life, right? Come back to me when you're growing a goatee and you pee your pants every time you sneeze. Just saying. So I'm a 51-year-old keto YouTuber. I'm a heart patient that does keto. And I have done an amazing job of turning my health around. So while I'm not putting out all this amazing information, while I'm not this incredible teaching channel, I want to be here more for support and as someone I hope I'm someone you guys can look to. And just remember, man, look at how rough Melanie has it. And she just keeps going. She never gives up. And I hope that that inspiration is infectious. Yeah, yeah, I could. I could do, thank you for that suggestion, Anna. I could do theme days, like I could do Motivation Mondays, and it could be about, you know, losing weight slowly. It could be about the keto journey. It could be about starting up an exercise program. Tuesday could be Talk About It Tuesday, and that could just be like a open subject. Wednesday could be Work It Out Wednesday. We could talk about exercise. I could do themed, or I thought about doing a segment called Saturday Night Live, where we just go live on Saturday nights and we do whatever we want because it's my channel. Okay. Hi, Marie. How are you? Yeah, you know what, Rosio? I had the other channel, the Show and Sell, and I really don't think that's fair to a creator. I mean, yes, you're the audience, so the creator does need to produce what you want to watch, or why are you there? But I think if a creator says, look, there's enough people out there teaching keto. I want to stay a keto channel. I want to show you every day for accountability what I'm eating. I want to give you ideas. I want to cook keto. But I am so much more than keto. I'm so much more than weight loss. I love to sing. I love music. I love music trivia. I love working out. I love exercise. I love just like really crazy facts about stuff that you're like, man, I never thought of that. I love all kinds of things. I love doing remodeling projects and art. And I just feel like the keto police are not going to be very happy if I start showing you. But I like getting to know my YouTubers, right? If I'm watching somebody and they start talking to me about their life, it helps me to connect to them. It helps me to understand the way they see the things that they see, like especially if they hold uh, what I would consider like an extreme opinion or passion about something. If I know who they are as a person and I understand who they are as a person, then I like getting to know them. Oh, I got another super chat. Who is going on here? Let's see. Yeah, keto's part of my life, but it's not everything that I am. Hi, Vicky. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm getting through the comments, guys. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. What is the difference between Atkins, keto, and the teaching of Dr. Neyman and Westman? I do things my way, but this must be confusing for many people. Okay, so basically phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 are just like the Atkins New Revolution. Dr. Eric Westman pretty much picked up right where Dr. Atkins left off. Also, you can see Nurse, what is her name? Nurse Cindy? Is it Nurse Cindy that walked? No. Nurse Cindy didn't work for Dr. Atkins. I can't remember. But anyway, basically what it is that keto, not everybody needs keto. And so basically, I don't want to say this without getting myself in trouble. If you're doing keto the way you're doing keto and you're successful at weight loss and you feel good and you feel like you can sustain that for the rest of your life and you feel like you don't need to cheat or go off or try something new, then that works for you. But I was not losing weight. My hunger was not where I wanted to be. I wasn't achieving some of the goals that I was working very hard for, and I was feeling extremely discouraged. Dr. Westman's approach to this is so incredibly simplified that anyone can do it. You got to be willing to give up the carbs. You got to be willing to give up all of the fake foods. You got to be willing to give up all of the prepackaged stuff. You got to be willing to give all of that up and make an effort. And Dr. Westman's way of doing a low carb ketogenic diet is actually very achievable. And what I like about it is it gives you room to change and switch things up. All Dr. Westman does is hands you a list and says, this list of foods, you can eat as much as you want. Eat these foods until your heart's content. This list of foods, you can have 2 cups a day, period. Not 2 cups of every food on this list. You can have 1 cup of this and 1 cup of this, or a quarter cup of these 4 foods. 2 total cups of one or any combination of these foods. Then there's another one that says you can have 1 cup of any combination of all of these foods on this list. And then it goes to fat. You can have up to 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. You can have up to 6 olives. You can have 2 pickles. And so it has all of these. It is the most simplified, fail-proof list of foods that you could possibly have. The problem enters into this plan when I'm like, but wait a minute, I can't drink that keto shake, and I can't have that keto candy bar, and I can't eat that keto cookie, and I can't eat that keto-fied bread, and I can't have that keto-fied, you know what I'm saying? And for someone like myself who's so metabolically damaged, I'm never going to lose weight that way. So I don't know the other doctor that you were talking about. All I know is that Dr. Westman and Dr. Atkins do have almost an identical plan. And it's so much different than what I was doing because number 1, it doesn't allow for net carbs. Number 2, it encourages you to eat clean food. But if you can't, it gives you a restaurant guide, a fast food guide. Because Dr. Westman carries the philosophy that if I take any American on a standard American diet that's obese and insulin and all this, type 2 diabetic, and I move them to a low carb, but they're eating fast food low carb, that's still better than where they were. And if I'm getting them off medicine and I'm getting their blood pressure down and I'm getting their cholesterol good and they're losing weight and they're feeling better and they're at a lower chance for a stroke, then, whatever they're eating, doing a low carb, dirty keto is better than where they were. The hope is that eventually you can break those food addictions and move to a cleaner, simpler lifestyle where you're not dependent on the snacks and you're not dependent on the cookies and the fake chips and, everything else. But pretty much, he is right along the same line as Dr. Atkins. I know that was a long answer. Jackie Eberstein, thank you. Thank you so much, Janice. Thank you. Her name completely left me. Hi, Superstition Mountains. Brenda, thank you, Lee Harold. So, yeah, I know that was a really long way around that question. But honestly, I do better when somebody tells me, Melanie, eat this. That's what you're going to eat. It's working. I'm not going to stray. It's working. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to break it. I'm going to just continue doing what I'm doing. But what this class did for me was more than that. It helped me to look at this whole entire journey from a completely different perspective. I absolutely love Dr. Eric Westman. I love him and Amy Berger. Like, I cannot wait till we start going back to doing low carb conventions and things like that, because I am going to make my way to North Carolina to meet Dr. Westman and Amy Berger, because I'm like a huge fangirl now. I'm like this huge fangirl. I just like the way that Dr. Westman explains himself. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there that, they get all uppity. Nobody is saying that high fat keto doesn't work. Nobody's saying that. Nobody has said that. Nobody's saying that. People get so defensive when you're like, no, I'm doing 20 total carbs and I'm kind of watching the fat. You gotta be in fat if you're keto. People get so protective, and they all want to be the expert. They all want to say that their way is right, and if you're doing it any other way, then it's not going to work. And do you know that all of these well-meaning people were almost the reason that I quit? They were almost the reason I quit. Then Dr. Westman made a very valid point one night. I can't remember if it was during class or during one of his live videos. And he said, you got a whole lot of 20 and 30-year-olds out there on keto with keto channels that never needed to be on keto in the first place. Their metabolism wasn't damaged. If they would have done Weight Watchers, they would have lost weight. If they would have done paleo, they may have lost weight. If they would have just cut sugar out and that's all they did, they may have lost weight. And so to someone like myself who is metabolically challenged, who's metabolically slow, who's postmenopausal, I look at like Matt and Maida, I look at Keto Diamond, Joni, and they're not in the same place metabolically as I am. They're not in the same place hormonally as I am. They're not in the same place stress-wise as I am. So there's all of these differences, but it's so easy for me to look at Joni. She's a size 4. She's a size 4, right? It's easy for me to look at people like Matt and Maida. It's easy for me to look at people who they start their day with keto chow, full of fat, full of ingredients, drink the keto chow. Then a couple minutes later, they're vlogging about the candy bar that they're eating, the new power protein bar, and then they're having a sugar-free Jell-O, and then they're eating something else with 500 ingredients, and then they're having this, and then they're doing the low-carb bread. And if I ate like that, I'd go in reverse. I would blow up. Like, I would seriously. And so it's frustrating. But finding this way has just been a blessing all the way around. I feel better. And my hunger is definitely better. And the scale is moving. And I feel motivated and I feel positive. So those roasted Brussels sprouts I had tonight were amazing. Yes, Vicky, I love Casey Durango. I've just recently gotten into her. Like, so I'm fangirling on a couple of people now. So Amy Berger's like a fangirl crush, and Eric Westman, fangirl crush, and Casey Durango, fangirl crush. It's my thing right now. They're my thing. They're my tribe. Okay, Rhonda. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. You know what? I mean, there's nothing wrong with what I've been trying to do emotionally. Let's see, who was that from? Lisa. Lisa, what I've tried to do emotionally is just remind myself that when, and I know Joni's not going to mind me using her as an example because she knows I love her. I support her channel financially. I send gifts. I love her family. I love her grandbabies. So there is no hate or or ill intention with what I'm about to say. It's easy for me to look at Joni, and when she's doing the St. Joseph wraps, and she's doing the keto bark, and she's doing the what's the peanut butter ones that she likes? She likes the nut butters. And she's doing the nut butters, and she's doing all of that. And there's part of me that is like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. And then Joni's looking at these other YouTubers and like, oh, I can't eat that. I can't eat the stuff you guys eat. And I'm looking at her going, I can't eat anything you eat. So you got to take the best of what they have to offer. So what Joni offers me, sometimes I get a little jealous of all the stuff she can eat. What Joni was the first keto YouTuber that I started fangirl watching, right? So she just became part of my everyday, and now she's a friend. But Joni, I love her mind. I love that she's so scientific. I love that she is experimental, and that sometimes gets her in a little bit of a twist, but I think she'll be fine. But I just love Joni's life. You know what I'm saying? As far as who she is as a person, and how much she loves people, and how giving she is as a person to her children, to her grandchildren. She's definitely top-notch people in my book. But watching her keto journey, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, dude, why are you eating that? But you know what I'm saying? You just got to take it with a grain of salt. Rosio. Yes, everybody's body is different. And there is something that I'm reading about right now called residual stress. So there is this thing with cortisol that if you are under a heavy state of stress for a long period of time, it does permanent damage. It does permanent damage. And having a child that had emotional disabilities, having, being a child, I don't want to get into all that. I've been under a lot of stress for a long time. And I would like to think that that's probably what's done most of the damage. Most of it. I think stress is responsible for a lot of things. But I think, guys, this year, I think you're going to see me turn a corner. I think now that I've settled into what works for me, I think the next big challenge for me is actually going to be, when have I lost enough weight? When have I made my goal? When is enough enough? And then, am I going to be so afraid to reintroduce food? Am I going to be so afraid? You know what I'm saying? It's like right now, if somebody came up and, let's say I was at my goal weight, and somebody came up and offered me a half an apple, do you know that I would probably stress for 2 or 3 hours thinking about it? Well, that's a lot of sugar, but there is fiber in there, and I would probably try to talk myself into it. I miss apples, by the way. I used to eat an apple every freaking day. But, I don't know what my life looks like. But maybe my life isn't a half an apple when I'm in maintenance. Maybe it's a chicken salad with a handful of blueberries. Maybe it's a sweet chaffle with some cut strawberries on it and some sugar-free whipped cream. Maybe it's just one high-calorie day a month where I treat myself, maybe a half a sweet potato. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a sweet potato fry. So I don't know what maintenance looks like. And really right now it would be overwhelming for me to even think about it too much further. But my life is not always going to be this strict hardcore keto, and for anyone that says that I didn't do it right, and for anyone that says that I didn't try hard enough, long enough, They have not been watching the 1,000 videos that I have put up on this channel, because this is working for me right now. But that doesn't mean it's going to be working for me 6 months from now. I may have to readjust. I may have to learn something else. I may have to try something new. So I just don't want to be caught in the same box over and over. You're almost 53? Yeah, I can't do the keto products either, Lee. Oh, no, I can't do the carb up days. I can't do the carb up days. I can't do the, I can't. There have been a lot of channels that I loved when they first came out, and now all they do is push product. All they do. I mean, like every other segment, it's try this bar, try this shake, try this, and that, maybe that's why my channel's not big. Maybe that's why a lot of advertisers don't advertise with me. Maybe that's why I don't make the same amount of money. Like Joni has twice the amount of subscribers, but she makes almost 3 times more money than I do on views and watch time and stuff like that. So I don't push products. I don't have a lot of links. I'm not an affiliate. I mean, I'm an affiliate of Nick Sticks, but like I've never gotten anything from them or anything like that. I was had an affiliate link for the Euro scale. Several of you bought that, but then I made a check for $60 from them and never saw them again. So I have a couple of really blessed, gracious contributors to the channel. I have people like tonight that did the super chats for me. So that's how I do this. Yeah, I love Joni. I love Joni. She's a neat person. I would love to one day meet her in person. Yeah, I hope she gets on track. What I'm worried about is it's a slippery slope for all of us. And one of the things that I caught myself doing back when my dad passed away was saying, well, it's only 1 pound. It's only 3 pounds. It's only 5 pounds. And from May of 2020 to September of 2020, I regained 10 pounds and was heading up towards 200. And I caught myself saying, well, at least I'm still under 200. At least I'm still in Wonderland. And I worry about that. Yes. Yes, Charlotte. Joni is wonderful. I wonder if her ears are ringing right now. Casey, yes, I love her. Like I don't think that these YouTubers realize the impact that they're having on our lives. I don't think they realize just how deep that they touch all of us, and not like in a sexual, hey, you're hot kind of way, but like how deeply they touch us, like on a friend level, on a keto level. Yeah, you like the dog. I've got one of them standing down here right now staring at me. Rhonda, you're going to be 60 this year. Nice. You know what I said, Rhonda? Help me, Rhonda. Help me get her out of my heart. I've had the same glasses now for 3 years. I have not had to get new glasses. So I'm still blind as a bat. But I'm just saying they're not getting any worse. Yeah. Yeah, my doctors are like, you're fine. You're fine. Go away. Lisa, you're 51. You're postmenopausal. Yes, I see myself doing this the rest of my life. So am I the only one here growing a goatee, though, in menopause? I'm getting a goatee. Like, I literally have this big, huge patch of black whiskers here, and I shave. And I shave my face. Just like a man, razor, shave my face. I shave my face twice, 3 times a week. 71? Oh, picture, you look so much younger, Miss Charlotte. Yeah, you know, I don't want to say names because I'm not into drama, but there is the cutest couple in Keto that I adored. I absolutely adored them. And then they've gotten so commercial. It's like, I can't. Hey, Jackie, thanks for coming. I do love Joe and Rachel. Two crazy ketos, right? That's who you're talking about? No, you shave your beard every day. My husband just looks at me and shakes his head because that wasn't happening when we got married. And I'm like, look. Oh, I know. I have a goatee. I know. I don't get a mustache, though. So I'm pretty lucky there. I don't have the mustache. I don't have, like, the straggly hairs, you know, anywhere else. I just have these two little patches that are about the size of a dime. And if I don't shave every day, I will grow a beard. Wait a minute. No, you're not. And I'm 48 premenopausal. What? No, I'm not what? I missed that. I missed something, Denise. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Hold on. There's somebody jumping up my leg. Come here. You can't jump up here. Who is that? Who is that, Toby Toe? You can't get on the table. I have candles on there. You can't get on the table. Hey, I said you can't get on the table. You smelling Mommy's flowers? Let me get these guys a treat. I'll be right back. Come on, let's get a treat. Come here, Calypso. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Look, Carmi, go get it. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. They weren't going to leave me alone. My husband can't see Lorraine, so did you see the flowers I bought myself today? Look at these guys. Aren't these pretty? I did this myself. I did this arrangement myself. All by myself. All by myself. I did. So they had these flowers in bunches that were 3 bunches for $10. So let me pull some of these out so you can see them. So I got this beautiful lime green and peach color carnation. Oh, white sports coat and a pink carnation. How many of you know that song? I can't get back in there. I can't get back in there. And then I got a bunch of these beautiful flowers, these beautiful white flowers. I don't know what they are called. And then I got these adorable green flowers. But I did that myself. I bought them and they had like stems this long. I cut them all to size and I arranged them in my little pot. And I put my little butterfly on my little pot. And they're just as happy as can be on my kitchen table. So dogalicious, yes. Toby, he is. Okay, you lasered them and they went away and now you got a new crop. I tease my husband all the time. I tell him that the hair fell off of his head and is growing in his nose and ears now. Okay, you can't see. That's why. Oh, he can't see either. I'd get stabbed in the face, I'm sure. Aren't the flowers? I think flowers are so pretty. You know, okay, so I told you guys in the video the other day, I have always been the type of girl that it's like, no, don't buy me flowers. You're wasting your money. But I bought those flowers for $14 and they lasted 2 weeks. And I'm like, you know what? That was so nice walking in my kitchen every single day. Not roses. Give me $10. $10. Give me something like this that's going to sit on my table for like 2 weeks and I can enjoy those beautiful flowers, spring colors, just so nice, so nice. All right. Rhonda, actually, shaving is a thing. There are channels on YouTube, women over 50 shaving your face. I think that's part of why my face is looking younger. I think that's part of why my skin feels softer. My makeup goes on so nice now. Like before, I had heavy peach fuzz because I've always had PCOS, but my face is looking better and better. The sunspots are fading dramatically, and I honestly, they say that men's faces look better older because they shave, which is constant exfoliation. So literally, if you look it up, there's a thing, women over 50 shaving, and you're going to find like 500 channels. These women are amazing. These women are cosmetologists, beauticians, estheticians, and they're going to tell you it's the best thing you could do for your skin. The reason I never shaved before I started shaving was because I always thought that the peach fuzz would grow back like whiskers. It's not. It's not going to grow. It's not going to cause it to grow back thicker or anything like that. So basically what I do is I shave, and probably about every 3 to 4 weeks, I will get the tweezers out and pluck the ones I can grab to kind of try to tame it down. The older I get, the worse they get. At first, it was just 1 or 2 hairs on each side. Now it's like a patch of hairs. So, but it's not the shaving that caused that. That's really nice. You'll be picking up some flowers for your daughter's birthday on Monday. Oh, she's turning 23. Oh, how nice. It is. And my husband, he got a little bit worried. He's like, do I need to start buying you flowers now? My husband and I, when we met, we had all of these rules. Right? I was like, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. We don't. It's a made-up holiday. The Valentine's Day Massacre is actually quite horrifying. So the fact that it's called Valentine's Day. So I am completely and totally against Valentine's Day. When my kids were little, I used to make them little Valentine's Day cards and give them Valentine's Day candy. If I have someone in my life that I know it's important to them, I will, give them a little Valentine card or something, but I'm not into it. And so I told my husband and I said, look, anniversaries are important to me. And it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be crazy. I'm not asking you to like get on one knee and propose to me every anniversary or write me this 4-page poem. You could though. You could write me that. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm like, look, I need to know that you took the day for us so we could spend the day together. Something special, just me and you. No distractions, no phones, no nothing, just me and you. Birthdays are important to me. And of course, we both celebrate Christmas, but we celebrate Christmas together. So this year we bought the new dishwasher. We needed a new dishwasher. So that was our big money expense. And then, did I tell you guys I'm going on a keto cruise next May? Did I tell you that? Have I vlogged about it? Have I said anything to anyone? That's a whole other topic. You shave your face, makeup goes on. Oh, makeup looks so much nicer. Shaving is a thing. It helps with wrinkles. Yes, it does. You will buy flowers for my house occasionally, but tell people not to waste money buying flowers. Yeah, I told my husband and I'm like, you know what? If you really want to impress the heck out of me, buy me a certificate to my favorite car wash for a detail. I am very specific. When someone says, what do you want for your birthday? Well, there's this car wash in town and I'd really want my car detailed. I told him, he's like, this year, what do you want for your anniversary? And I said, well, we don't really have to do anything, but if you want to buy me something, I need new headlights for my car. It's just something I can't bring myself to spend money on, and I know he's a mechanic, so I know he's going to be the one installing them. I need my car now is 7 years old, and the headlights getting crackly, you know, when the glass kind of starts looking foggy. And I know they make this stuff to restore it, but I guess my husband says they cost about $100 a piece to get new ones put in. It's telling me I have more comments, but it's not showing them to me. You don't bring me flowers. You don't sing me love songs. You remember that song? I'm telling my age. I love music though. What do you guys think of my ukulele? That's pretty amazing, isn't it? You're not seeing any more comments. I know they're all like, oh, okay, we're bored. But yeah, so my cruise director called me up and said, guess what? They're booking for the Keto cruise out of Fort Lauderdale in May. So on May 15th, I will be going, my husband and I will be going on a Keto cruise with, was it Jimmy Rance? No, not Jimmy Rance. What is his name? Jimmy Moore. We'll be going on the cruise with Jimmy Moore, and I know that there's some speakers that were going. I know that it's been different every year. One of the Keto cruises I saw that Ken Berry went on. One I saw that Nurse Cindy was on. So they've had some pretty big people. Yeah, the cruise is out of Port Orlando, or Port Orlando on, I believe, May 15th. It leaves out, and you can go to, I think I'm going to probably do a video about it soon. And I contacted my cruise director, and she said that they may have me speak. I may be a speaker on the cruise, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. I need a cruise. Cruises are great. All right, guys, any subjects you want to talk about? I've noticed that the chatter's gotten a little bit quiet. You guys have gotten quiet. Thank you again for the super chats. That really helps my channel. I can hear my dogs in there eating that little bone I gave them. Sounds like a mukbang video in here. No questions? Is everybody here? Where'd everybody go? Thank you very much. You miss cruising. Yeah. I miss life the way it used to be. I miss my life before all of this stuff happened. I truly missed my life. I am 5'5", Miss Rhonda. I'm average height. I'm not short. I'm not tall. My dad was 6'2", I think. My mom was 5'1" or 5 foot. She was real small. I kind of fell in between. You wasn't paying attention at the beginning of the live. You are 5'5" as well. Yeah. I look taller. Thank you. That's actually a compliment. You know, that's something that really I find very attractive about men, is tall men. Like, I don't know, something about a really tall guy is just like so incredibly attractive. My hubby's quite taller than I am. I think he's 6 inches taller than I am. 6 or 7. You're meal prepping for the week. What are you making for the week? I'm keeping it super simple. Hubby's not here all week long, so it's just me. I'm going to be making some lunch meat roll-ups. I'm going to probably do some egg salad. People say that I'm built taller. Don't quite understand that. Me neither. People tell me I was born before my time. I'm trying to figure out what that means. Your hubby is 6'4". Yeah, my husband's 6'2". I like them tall. Chicken thighs, boiled eggs, and chaffles. You know, since I gave up dairy, I have had no desire to have chaffles because I really like the crunch of the cheese, and it's like, I can still do them sweet. You're 5'2". Lisa, you're making beef burger. Oh. Well, thank you for clarifying that. I've had so many people say that to me. Got to figure out this week's food. The lunches and dinner need suggestions. Well, for lunches this week, I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing some tuna salad, some egg salad. That's real quick. Chop up some celery, chop up some onion, dill, mayonnaise, pickle relish, and bam, you've got egg salad. You can have it on romaine lettuce. You can cut up celery and eat it with celery sticks. If you do chaffles, you can make an egg salad sandwich. Isn't that kind of weird? Egg on egg. Yeah, I guess so. This week for dinners, I'm going to be making blackened fish. One night I'm going to be doing some shrimp. I'll be doing shrimp one night. I'll be doing fish. I've got some red fish in there I want to eat. I want to blacken. I've got a steak in there. And I've got some grass-fed hamburger patties. My dinners, since I've been following phase 1, have gotten super, super simple. The only thing I'm going to replicate is those Brussels sprouts I made tonight were bomb diggity. So let me tell you what I did. I put aluminum foil over on a pan. I took frozen Brussels sprouts because they're easier to cut in half. I took the Brussels sprouts and when they were frozen, and I laid them with the cut side up. I drizzled them with avocado oil, balsamic vinegar. So about a tablespoon, because there's like a carb in 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. So I put like a couple tablespoons, salt, pepper, oregano, and then I cooked them. I baked them in the oven at 350 for about 15-20 minutes. And then I put them under the broiler and burnt the edges of them. Heaven. Just saying I'm in heaven. Those were the best Brussels sprouts ever. Those were so good. So good. No, you've had enough. You've had enough, sir. He's over there standing by his TREAT jar. When you're by your standalone, I look like I'm 5'7", but when I'm next to someone, I look my height. Yeah. I had a grandfather, they told me. I never met him. He was my biological grandfather, and I guess he passed away before I was ever born. But they said I think he was almost 7 foot. You picked up a bag of Argentine red shrimp. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love shrimp. I have been contemplating on whether I want to do palmini or not. I love palmini personally. My problem's going to be portion control. Like normally I just eat the whole can. I'm just going to be honest with you, but being on phase 1, I'm going to have to dial that back and only allow myself maybe 1 cup. So, or that's going to be a lot of carbs. Hello, Vicky. Well, welcome back to Keto. I know you can do this. I've seen your name before. I think I've talked to you before. Yeah, my favorite way to do shrimp is literally just put a pat of butter in a pan with some minced garlic, salt, pepper, add a little bit of clam juice to the thing and just saute them. Maybe add some mushrooms. I like Parmesan cheese, but I'm not doing dairy right now, so that's out of the question. Chrissy, hi, how are you? You can't understand how you can see it's shrinking in size. I'm doing the same thing. I did the same thing last year. My weight stalled for 6 months, but I went down a pant size, a full pant size. I went from a size 14 to a 12. I lost, I think, 2.5 inches off my waist, an inch off my hips, but the scale didn't. The way Dr. Westman explains it and the way I've heard other doctors explain it. Okay, so if you're someone who has dieted using a low calorie, right? If you are someone who's a habitual dieter, your metabolism has slowed down, right? Dropping the threshold of what you need to survive. That's the way your body has survived for so long, right? But what it's also been doing, if you're not eating enough and you're not eating enough protein, is it's going after your muscle. It's going after everything. It's looking for protein and it's going to get it any way it can. So what happens when we come to keto and we start eating adequate protein, our body is rebuilding muscle. It's rebuilding tissue that we have starved ourselves, right? And caused, forced our body to eat. And so when I went for my DEXA scan, last August, I went for a DEXA scan. They said that my muscle was way above. You know how they grade everybody on a curve, like for scientific stuff, they'll say out of 1,000 women age 51 postmenopausal, you're in the top blah, blah, blah percentile. They said that my muscle tone is incredible for my age, that they don't see that very often. And so I'm thinking that that's probably a lot to do with why I only lost 23 pounds my first year of keto. When most keto YouTubers lose 23 pounds their first week, it took me a year to lose my first 23 pounds. But you know what? I'm in a different place now emotionally. So I'm like, whatever. If I lose 5 pounds a year, I'm pretty happy. You know why? Because that means that when I hit retirement, I'll be at my goal weight. I mean, what it means is at the end of this year, I'll be 5 pounds less than I was at the beginning of this year. What it means is in 2 years from now, I'll be in a size 8 instead of a size 10. I mean, like, I'm just in a different place emotionally with all of the weight loss stuff. Debbie, hi, thanks for coming. Well, I hope you're taking measurements, and it may be time for you to kind of evaluate your journey. You know, how much processed foods are you eating? How much are you counting total carbs, net carbs? How much dairy are you doing? These are all things that can stall you. Even though you're losing fat, your body may be repositioning. And I think it was Nurse Cindy who said that she had an 18-month weight loss stall once. 18 months she stalled. It can happen. Just hang in there. Good things are happening inside your body. Hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, and you never know what's going on with your body, that your body has to stop the weight loss process and go somewhere else. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but what if I have a sickness or something going on in my body where my body's like, screw weight loss, we've got to take care of this issue. And your body will do that. I mean, I think I'm a perfect example. Today, I weigh 3 pounds. I am 3 pounds heavier than I was this time last May, but yet I've lost another pant size. You know what? I mean, like, you can see it in my face. You can see it in my neck. You can see it in my arms. You can see it. My whole body is shrinking. I've lost a cup size in my bra, but yet I'm 3 pounds heavier today than I was this May or last May. Good things are happening. Just trust the process. Oh, you have a twin? I have not had lion's mane mushrooms, but I have heard about them and that they do taste like seafood. I've never tried them myself. You've been stuck at 204 for half of a year. Are you eating a lot of keto package stuff? Let me ask you this. Have you just, for 1 week, have you decided to say, okay, I'm going to do some experiment. I'm going to strip this down to the basics. I'm going to have a salad and a protein. I'm going to have eggs and bacon for breakfast. I'm going to have a truffle turkey and ham sandwich for lunch. I'm going to have, 4 chicken wings and a small salad for dinner. I mean, have you ever stripped it down and gone like completely clean for a week to see what happens? Aw, you made her baby food. I used to make my daughters. I used to make my dogs treats too. Upping your protein helped you start losing again. You're a breath away. Oh, how many pounds is a breath away from maintenance? Yeah, they said that my organ fat from my DEXA scan, they said you have very little dangerous fat. All your fat's just under the surface. 4 pounds, congratulations. Oh my gosh. I can't even, I don't even have a weight goal. I don't. I guess it's just going to be when I look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, guys, I'm done losing weight now. Going to maintenance. You tried carnivore and simple keto, still the same. Well, how much weight do you have? You said you're 204. What's your stress? Your sleep like? What are you drinking? Is there a possible sweetener that could, be affecting your insulin? Or how many times a day are you eating? Are you on a medication? Any medication that could cause weight gain? So are you on any antidepressants, anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen, anything like that? Are you on any kind of prednisone, steroid, anything? How much fat are you consuming? That one I can't answer you then. If you're taking medications for I'm not familiar with those types of medications, so I don't know if they cause weight gain. Vicky, woo, 150 is a good goal. 150 is a really good goal. You can do it. So many things affect weight loss. I mean, stress, cortisol, menopause, estrogen, lack of sleep. You could be eating too much dietary fat. You could be retaining water for some reason. There could be a hormonal imbalance in your body. I mean, it's just anyone's guess. Yes. Good night, Lisa. I want to thank you very much for being here tonight. I'm going to be taking off unless one of you guys have another question for me, or there's another topic you want to cover. You were down to 151 and now you're up 11. 150, Debbie, is a good weight. So I guess when I consider my goal weight, when I had the DEXA scan, I got to go get another one done before August. When I had the DEXA Fit scan done, they said that I only had about another 20 pounds to lose, and then I would be at a really good body mass because of the muscle that I have. So if I could get myself into lifting weights, that would be amazing. My problem is that I lift weights and then I get sore and then I'm like, I don't want to do it again. I have no problem walking. I have no problem stretching. I have no problem doing like Pilates, planks, things like that. But lifting weights, I just... You're happy around that weight. Yeah, about 150. I'm in about a size 8'10". At 150 pounds, I'm in usually a size 8'10", and I'm pretty happy with my body. You exercise and lift weights too. Yeah, Rhonda. So that would be, your 150 is going to be a completely different than someone who doesn't exercise. Hey, Nona. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say goodnight. I guess everybody's questions are pretty much over. We've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. We've talked a lot about Dr. Westman's protocol for phase 1. We've talked about dairy. We've talked about food intolerances. We've talked about product pushers. We've talked about cutting out all the junk and eating a cleaner paleo-style diet. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, it's late, isn't it? My hubby never called me to say goodnight. Yeah. All right, guys. Since there's no more questions, I want to thank you for being here. Congratulations to all of you that are in the fitness challenge and just killing it. I did upload a daily vlog today, grocery haul, trying on my gold pants. Wait till you see that one, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow with another daily vlog where we'll talk about week 2 of our February fitness challenge. Good night, and thank you to my beautiful moderators. Thank you. I'm glad everybody behaved themselves. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.